Hi everyone. Hi everyone. In this video, we'll do a problem of max subarray sum. There is an array. We have an array, and in that array, we have to check which sub array has the maximum value, and we have to print that maximum value, right? And in addition of that, we will also do one more problem. We will print the max length as well as the array also. Okay, so that we'll do. So I'll create one main method. Let's get start to it. I've already copied one array. I have taken one sample which is having negative numbers also. Okay, so this one we have taken to follow the Kadane algorithm to follow the proper process. Okay, so first I'll create one method to get the max sum. Okay, max subarray sum. Then we'll do for get subarray. Okay, so max subarray sum will return what? It will be static int, and the method name I'll give max subarray sum, max subarray sum. Got it? Okay, now I'll have array as an argument, and I'll return, for now I'll return 1. In future we'll change it. Let's start with our problem. So initially, let's say int max length is what? Length is ARR of 0. The very first element, it's not the max length, it's max sum. Max sum is this, right? And current sum is also the same. Current sum, we are just initializing ARR of 0 with the first value. Now we'll go to the loop, we'll loop it, we'll run it in a loop. Int I equal to, we'll start with 1 because we have already taken 0 and we cannot compare with the same value, so we have to take the next value, the second value. So this is I equal to 1 and I is less than ARR dot whatever is the length of the array and I plus plus. Now what we'll do, the main thing here, so first we'll check the current sum, whatever is the current sum. So I'll get the current sum, current sum equal to, I'll have math dot max and ARR of I, and I'll add ARR of I plus current sum. So basically the concept is here, why I've taken this. So logically the current sum would be ARR of I plus current sum. It should be this, but because we have a negative number also, so in that case ARR of I can also be greater than ARR of I plus 1 plus current sum. How? Let's see. So let's say we have 1 and minus 3 here. So at this point of time ARR of I is what? 1, and ARR of I plus current sum, let's say current sum is minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 here, and ARR of I is what? Minus 3, sorry 1. So 1 and current sum, what it would be? Minus 1 and plus ARR of I, minus 1 plus I, it would be 0. So let's understand again. So very first time the ARR of I is 0, that is the current sum. So current sum is this, right? Next time when I is 1, so the first time is only the first time, the index is 1, so first index is this, ARR of I is 1 here. I'll write it down here for better explanation. And ARR of I plus what? Current sum is what? Minus 2, because we have already taken this. So when I do this, 1 plus minus 2, so what would be the value? Minus 1. So minus 1 is not greater than ARR of I. So in this case ARR of I, this one is itself bigger value than the total of both, right? That's why we have taken math dot max. Whichever is max, we'll take that. Okay, So this is current max. So we have taken current max, and now after taking the current max, what we'll do, we'll update the max sum. So whatever is the maximum, maximum would be math dot max of what, maximum and current sum, current sum, right? Current sum is this. So this is the simple program to get the maximum. So I'll return the maximum from here. I'll update the variable. Now let's call this. So yes, so this is the variable. So the maximum is 6 here, right? So this is the maximum problem. Now let's go to the next advanced level. Interviewer may ask you that, okay, you have given me the maximum. Now tell me the array whose maximum you have created. You have to return the array also. So maximum problem is this. Now we are going to return maximum array also. Which array we have? Maximum subarray it is. Which maximum subarray it is we have picked up. So in that case, we have to, what do we have to do? We have to return an array because it's an array. We have to return. And for now, what I can do, I can return a blank array. Return new int this. Okay. So for now, I have written blank array, and I'll give return max subarray. Okay. Now the question comes in, how do we solve this? So to solve this, we have to have 3 more parameters. One is start, next one is and third one is temp start. So that's it. Why do we need that? We need start to track the start point, because we'll be using a method of arrays.copy of range. We'll be giving the array, original array, and the start and end index, so that it can give us the subarray. So that we will be doing. So for that, we'll need start and of course the temp start to update the value. So initially we initialize it with 0 and also 0, temp start also 0, right? So these 3 things we have created, these 3 new variables. Now mostly the logic would be same, but we'll update these start and time start in order to get the copy, right? So we'll create the, what we'll create. So this would be same ARR of I for, because maximum and current sum obviously we have to find out. So let's say int I equal to 1 and I is less than what, ARR of length and I plus this. Now what we have to do, we have to check. What we have to check? We have to check if the current value, this is greater than the current sum. And what would be the current sum? Current sum would be the current sum plus my current value. So current sum would be previous sum जो भी था and the sum of the current indexed value. Okay, so we'll have one if block and we'll write if ARR of I is greater than this. We are checking the same thing here, whatever we have checked here. If ARR of I this is greater than ARR of I current sum, right? ARR of I is greater than ARR of I plus current sum. I'm copying it so that you know that we have the same thing. We're checking the same thing. So current sum plus ARR of I, total value of these both element after addition, is it less than or greater than? If it is greater than, ARR of I is greater than this, then we'll do this. We'll update the current sum, and current sum what would it would be? It would be the updated value if it is greater. So the current sum would be the greater one, because we are finding the maximum, right? And because we found the maximum, we'll temporarily give this index to temp start. So this is the temp start clause. Now if it is not greater than, if it is less than, then what else, what we can do? If it is less than, then this would be the bigger, of course. If it is not greater than this, then it is greater than. So we have to do what? We have to do current sum equal to plus equal to ARR of I. I've done the same thing. What I've done? Current sum is the sum of ARR of I and plus current sum, previous plus current. So this we have taken the current sum. Now the question comes, if for max length. So for loop where it ends here, if block ends here. Now the second thing, if current sum, now we are checking for max length so that we can have the end index also. Current sum is greater than maximum. If current sum is greater than maximum, then what we'll do? We have to give the current sum value to the maximum because we want the updated max value, right? Now we have the maximum, so we'll give, because we have temp start value here, so temp start value will be given to the start. It will be the original updated value, and the end would be ith index would be the end index, because it would be iterating till the end. Wherever it is maximum, it will give that index to the end. So we have start, we have end. Now what it will be sending? We are sending these three values. So we'll send here maximum and start and end. Although we need only two things to check the subarray, but I am also sending maximum to print the maximum value also. So this we have done. This is the only thing we have to do in this program. Now we will call it. So MaxSubArray. Now we have got array. Now what we'll have to do, we'll have to get the copy. So there is one method, there is class arrays dot copy of range. We have this. So it will take three parameters. One is array, the original array whose copy we have to make. Other thing is start and then end. Now, and we do not have start and end, but we are sending it here in the array. Which position is the start here? It is the first position in this new int array, and it is at the second position. So we can do this first. This would be our start, and at the second position we have the end, right? So let's say this is the copy array SYSO. Will print it. So to make it string, we have to do this, right? Now it is not, it will not align with the maximum. Why? Let's see, I'll show you. What is the maximum value? It is given in the 0th index, so I'll give 0. Okay, so let's print. So what do you see here? So 4 minus 1 and 2. 4 minus 1 and 2. So what is the exact value here? 4, if you calculate here, 4 minus 1 is 5. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. But it is 6. The maximum is 6. It is not correct. It is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because this range, copy of range method exclude the end index. So that's why we have to add plus 1 also, so that it gets the correct answer. So see, now it is correct. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. So this is the complete method. We have understood two things, two ways to find. One thing, we have received the subarray and the subarray sum, the max subarray sum. Okay. So thank you.